Hi class, for my quiz review today I'm going to be going over question number 6. Tom is playing carelessly with a knife and accidentally cuts Sam's arm. Tom gives Sam a towel to put pressure on the wound while Tom runs outside to warm up the car to take Sam to the hospital. Tom comes back inside to see the towel on the floor. Sam says he doesn't need the towel because he's a soldier and he can handle a little blood and a little pain. On the way to the hospital, Sam passes out from blood loss. He eventually is revived, but rather than needing stitches, he now needs blood transfusions. If Sam sues Tom, what can Tom do to lessen his liability exposure, if anything? So we need to look in our book at page 242, and it discusses the mitigation of damages. The conclusion that defendants are liable for the injuries they proximately cause is subject to the requirement that the plaintiff must take reasonable steps to mitigate the consequences of those injuries. This requirement is called the mitigation of damages rule, or the avoidable consequences doctrine. So, in this situation, the plaintiff was given a towel to stop the blood loss, and that was an action he could have taken but refused to do. So, we look here at our answers, and it says Tom could argue that Sam failed to mitigate his damages. That would be the mitigation of damages rule expressed on page 242. If Sam would have used the towel, he would not have needed a transfusion but only stitches. So it was by his actions that happened. So the answer would be Tom could argue that Sam failed to mitigate his damages.